Welcome to the Taking the Lead podcast, where we empower people to be unstoppable. I'm Christina Hepner with my co-hosts Leslie Hoskins and Timothy Cuneio, who is actually here with us, not calling in today. So that's really fun. Hi, Timothy.
Yeah. It's always fun to get around you guys. I tell you it is.
Yes. Now you can actually hear how crazy we are in person.
I don't have to hear it. I know it.
I know.
Personally.
Well, we were discussing the last time Timothy was in studio was almost 2 years ago.
That was 2 years this month, I believe. Yeah.
Time has really flown by for
I
sure.
know. Yeah, because last year was just nuts that I think we had talked about it and it never came to fruition.
I could never get up here on the right day to get up here. I was up here, but not on the right day. So.
Yeah.
Man, and it just worked out perfectly this time.
Yeah, it worked out perfectly. So I'm in here. So just want to give a shout out to Tio and David and Jason. I met them recently. And met them over at the Cedarville Lions Club a couple months ago and had a great time. And they listen to the podcast. So hello, guys. I told them I'd give them a shout out because they listen very well. They listen every week.
Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Yes. It is fun. We were talking, Timothy, we picked Timothy up from the airport yesterday and he was sharing all the people that you have met and then coming back and being in the residence, meeting people that you met 2 years ago or 3 years ago. And it's just so fun. Everybody following your story.
It's fun because I know most of these people can't see very well and they hear my voice and they go, is that Timothy? Yeah, well, it's exciting to see people again and again and again and over again. So, and I get to see them, how they're progressing in the leader dog.
Yeah.
The lady I met this past weekend, she was here for O&M 2 years ago. Now she's getting into the dog.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So it's just exciting. And we chat a lot. So it's good. It's good to be here. And I always look forward to coming up here and experience stuff with clients. I like seeing what the leader dog is doing to everybody. I like seeing how it's progressing with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just I love representing leader dog wherever I go.
Well, we're very thankful for everything that you do. But it is Halloween, you guys.
Happy Halloween.
Yes. So any plans for Halloween besides,
we will obviously be trick-or-treating tonight. We are going out, getting all the candy. We have friends coming over, which is always fun. And we live in a really great neighborhood. Lots of kids come. So it's nice. And it's a good way to meet the neighbors every time. Everybody's out and about. It's so much fun. I actually love Halloween.
Yeah. It's down in Georgia. We're going to have a good time. We'll probably have warm weather still. And we always have a trunk of treats and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that's what we'll be doing. And we don't have many kids in our neighborhood, so we don't get any knocks on the door. So
yeah.
Last year was my first Halloween in my house. So this will be our second one. And now we have another dog. So I have 2 dogs that will be there because Duke sat with us last year. So now Duke and Sully will sit with us this year while we pass out candy.
Are you going to dress them up?
Last year, so Duke has a little thing. I'll give Sully something. I guess I will. I'll figure it out.
What's Johnny going to wear?
You better get on that.
Yeah.
Sully's going to be left out.
I think it just says Happy Halloween. I'd have to look. It's in a
tote
basket, tote, whatever. I'm like, what is the name
basket.
of that? Yeah.
I am curious though. So this time of year, obviously all the spooky things are out. It gets a little crazy. I know my kids get scared sometimes because you'll be at Home Depot or something and they have those giant displays and there's, they're silent. They're not doing anything. And then they're motion detectors and you walk by and then it pops up or does something creepy and my kids and myself, who am I kidding, jump. Have you experienced that with Glacier? What is her reaction to something like that?
Well, the worst reaction we had was one where you went by and all of a sudden it starts playing funky music and the guy pulls his head off.
Oh my gosh.
And Glacier's staring at it and then we're gone. I mean, there's no way of controlling any dog in that situation. Because, all of a sudden they're walking by something that's not doing anything. And it's like that cat attacked us at Home Depot a couple months ago. Right. You're not expecting it. And so she doesn't like those very much. So we try to stay away from those things now.
That sounds like a really horrific one.
Well, it scares me. I mean,
some of them are really creepy. We have one of the houses in our neighborhood goes all out and does all of those creepy things. And they have the smoke and the music. And even on the sidewalk, they put something down where you walk on it and it makes creepy music. And it's super fun, but it is a little scary. Sometimes we walk a little faster past the house.
Well, I remember one year when I took my son, he's a little 5-year-old. That's a long time ago. And some guy was out there with a black light and he had a skeleton suit on. And so Timmy's up there walking real timid. And then all of a sudden the guy moved and his candy went flying. He fell down. And we had to go over and pick the candy up. The man was laughing at him, but then I kind of got onto him because he laughed at my kid.
Yeah.
He was very scared about that. So it can be spooky for even human beings.
Of course.
Yeah. I guess, do you have any tips that you'd give other people if they're going trick-or-treating and taking their guide dog?
I would not take my guide dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
You don't know what you're going to run into.
Yeah.
And spooky stuff, and somebody might drop some stuff on the ground.
Yeah.
And you don't want
That is
that in
true.
your dog. So I would not take my Glacier will not go. I guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So white cane.
White cane time. There. Oh, there's
know.
the smile. There's that smile.
Oh my gosh, what a great idea.
Got to get Laurel and Hardy out, and
Yeah.
there you go. So
Get your cane out. No, I agree. I think it's unpredictable on Halloween, right? And like you mentioned, all the spooky things jumping out or things dropped on the ground because everybody's out walking, whether it be candy or other things. You have to treat your guide dog kind of just like kids, right? We have to be extra cautious and be careful on those nights.
Yeah.
decorate your cane.
Yeah, I love that.
Nice fluorescent thing on it, or
And then take it off because
Take it off.
research has shown that the white and red is the most identifiable.
well, you can be a rebel one night,
I know. It's actually an interesting topic because now you can get a cane that's, like white and blue or pink and get all these different fun colors. And I think it's really cool. But at the same time, the research has shown that the white and red is most detectable or recognizable.
Interesting.
So it's kind of, but also at the same time, like if we have a 6-year-old and the only cane they're going to carry is if it's pink, I'm going to probably give them a pink cane. So it's kind of picking your battles, but it is good to know that the red and white is the
standard.
best option. Yeah,
And that's a good topic as we are wrapping up Blindness Awareness Month.
that's true. That's true. It's been a really good month. I feel like we've done a lot of really great things. We've had so many people on campus for different events and just spreading the word and advocating and educating just about blindness. But of course, that rehab services exist. That is one thing that is still not apparent. Those are conversations we're continuing to have with eye care professionals, with physicians, with just anybody who will listen, right? There's so many people out there not getting services because they don't even know they exist.
It's a good thing that all these ophthalmologists and eye doctors know about Leader Dog.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised how many don't, or any other organization. So, because I've gone to a lot of them for all my life and nobody's ever mentioned it to me. So
Yeah.
that's sad. It really is.
It's definitely been a huge initiative for us these last couple of years is getting out there and going to conferences for eye care professionals and doing presentations and all sorts of things. So it continues to be a goal of ours to educate. And the best thing is they're all so receptive. Like they want to know. It's just they don't spend a lot of time on it in their schooling. Like we talked to Dr. Tracy on the podcast and he shared, that what they learn about blind rehab is very, very small because they have to learn so many other things about the anatomy and how things work and procedures and stuff. But once you do have these conversations or once somebody kind of introduces them to it, they're so excited and they're on board and they're ready to advocate and help their clients. And that's awesome.
Well, they need to realize, with the blindness or the visual impairment, there is a mental aspect of it, and they need to go, a little bit further and ask, direct somebody, help them out because they're like me. I had some issues, and they go a little past their little comfort zone, and they need to kind of direct their patient, be a little bit more involved in it.
Yeah, there's so many services available and out there, and letting people know that they exist and that it's totally normal. I think that's a great idea. Look at us, blindness awareness. I love it.
What a
Yes.
nice month.
It has been a nice month. And now we're getting ready for the holidays, which is kind of crazy. Thinking about too, right? All the spooky things. And then now we're going to go into like those giant blow up Santa Clauses and snowmen. And like, I feel like you name it, you can get a giant blow up of it.
See, I love the holidays.
Yeah.
Because Halloween kicks it off, and then it's just like that. Everybody's so happy.
Yeah.
Because it's football season.
Football season goes, I guess, through December sometime.
Yeah, January's Super Bowl. February,
that's
actually.
February. Okay, I don't know. Don't.
Well, I'm not going to ask.
Tell
I'm not going to ask
Johnny
Leslie.
We could talk about football costumes.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it.
You know what? And it's funny because I watch football, and the fact that I just was like, well, how long is the season? It's fine. You guys, it's fine.
Oh my goodness.
I just blanked out for a minute.
Well, I do that often. I did tell you I went and saw my first descriptive movie. I mean,
Tell us.
I went and saw Twisters.
Okay.
A little while back, a couple months ago, and it was different. It was something I've got to get used to, but you have to really pay attention, and you can get a lot of stuff off of it. But I'm sure I'm missing some stuff of the special effects and stuff. But it's just something I got to get used to. We didn't take Glacier, of course, because it's going to be a loud movie.
Yeah.
So it's another reason I got I think I even sent a picture to Leslie with me using my cane.
Goodness.
There we go.
See, there's proof, Leslie.
I believe
I know.
it. I believe it. And I'm happy to hear that.
So how did you find out about the movie? Like if other people are kind of looking in their area to find movies like that?
What you do is call the movie theater, and you have to kind of show up a little bit earlier than the movie because they have to set it up
Okay.
and give you the headphones. It took a while for the headphones to arrive, and I think they had to put a software into the movie itself.
Oh.
And it's pretty cool. You're sitting there, and the guy just starts describing what's going on.
Mm-hmm. It should be available everywhere.
Yeah.
Johnny just put a ring on her finger. That's what that's kind of what it said.
That did not happen. Just so everybody is clear on that one.
We took the campers this year to Inside Out 2, I think it was. And they all had, the headphones and the descriptions, audio descriptions. Some kids used it, some kids didn't, and that was totally fine. But the movie theater, Imagine movie theater in Rochester there, they were absolutely fantastic. They had, 20 plus headphones and had it all set up for us when we got there. And they gave everybody popcorn and pop. And it was such a good experience.
I'm flying up for next year's then.
Yeah, it was so cool. And it's the comfy chairs, so all the kids are leaning
The
back.
chairs are so nice now.
Yeah. I mean, I will say I spent most of my time taking kids to the bathroom, so I didn't necessarily. But from what I caught of the movie, it was really good.
Yeah.
Super fun. But it was a great experience.
I know. Going to the movies now is an experience with the reclining chairs, and now you can get like full meals.
Oh, yeah, they got them now. You get a meal and everything. I mean, gosh, back when I was a young lad, which is way back when Fred Flintstone existed, you didn't get all that. Of course, you can go to a movie, a matinee for $3.
That is true. Now it's like a full
$10
experience.
for a matinee for me, $10.
Yeah. Well, happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Such a good Blindness Awareness Month and some good tips for going out and all of our random stuff in between.
And it's fun to just have Timothy in the studio and just kind of chat like this and catch up and, have good conversation because we normally don't get to see Timothy, and we always have guests, which is fantastic, and we're always learning something, but it's nice to just kind of get together, the three of us, and chat and talk about life. So I'm glad we had the opportunity to do that today, and I want to thank everybody for listening to this shorter episode of the Taking the Lead podcast. I'm Leslie Hoskins with hosts Timothy Cuneio and Christina Hepner. We hope you enjoyed today's shorter episode. Please join us next time as we continue to educate about the world of blindness.
And if you'd like to learn more about applying to our free services at Leader Dog, you can head to leaderdog.org or call us at 888-777-5332. Don't forget, you can reach us at takingthelead@leaderdog.org with any questions or ideas. If you like today's podcast, make sure to hit subscribe and check us out wherever podcasts stream.